And welcome back to the Zoltea's Gaming Channel. I'm your host, Zoltea's. Back with another episode of Pathfinder, Wrath of the Righteous, Demon Mythic Edition. So, I have it on pause here. There was a big update. We are now in the new version of beta. I think they're calling it like version 3 or tier 3 or something. I don't know exactly what it is, but it broke everyone's saves. So, I had to restart the Demon Mythic Path, the evil. As you can see, he's in here. I think he's actually neutral evil at the moment, but I was going to try to keep him lawful evil, but I'm okay with neutral evil. But the biggest problem was I knew what all of his decisions were. They just... I went about a couple of them differently, and unfortunately, we now have Ember, and I remember we watched her get massacred in the last playthrough. But basically, what I've told myself is, well, she's here. I'm just gonna ignore her almost entirely. So we're not gonna talk to her. We're not gonna put her in the party or anything like that, so I apologize. But the other thing was, I was playing through on a different character during this during this beta, and the storyteller never showed up on at my camp at this point. And it's weird because I just saw him appear and I was just like, did they do a hot fix or what's going on? Because he didn't even show up in mine. But at a minimum, that's good. We're starting out good. We've got the storyteller. But as you can see, Arabeth wants us to do a troop review and then go visit the Queenie. So let's do a troop review. Oh, hey, look at this. We've got Grandma Gretland, the director, the troop that we dug out of that basement in the middle of the market square. Okay. So I guess they want to set up here, or they're following us to set up wherever we set up. I mean, cool. So they want to do something about the Fifth Crusade. Got it. Choosing the... I'm sorry, I'm looking at all of you, and none of you fit the bill. Two candidates will either be a gnome or a cyclops. So these two or this guy right here, right? Yeah, who even vaguely resemble me? No? Okay. Alright, I've made my decision. If anyone it's gonna be the Cyclops. Like, he's gotta represent me in stature.
Could be.
Oh, Darren, what's going on? Ah, he's taken off. Alright. Alright, if you want to go, go. Yeah, okay. Yeah, sure, Dylan. Whatever. Alright. So he's leaving.
That is far.
Who's Nura Dendawar? Yeah, she did bring a lot of unnecessary... It's just imagine what the... you know what? Because she took so much... I'm taking her crap. Just imagine the amount of soldiers it takes to lug all this crap everywhere. Oh, someone is making fun of Commander Tierblade. It's probably not a good idea, soldier. Alright, so before we meet with the Queenie, I wanted to show you what the Mythic looks like. You can't choose a path yet. You have to become a Mythic hero, so that's fine. So it's first ascension. So now we choose our first ascension ability. So if I choose like a bit of fun, it means that I can activate this ability and create 3 illusory copies of myself. So basically, mirror image spell, but without being able to cast. And I can do it 3 times a day. And then on 2nd mythic rank, those characters become more creative, gaining +3 circumstance bonus to all skill checks. So, interesting there. Then the same with Close to the Abyss. Instead, I gain a gore attack with a -5 penalty, deals 1d8 plus 1.5 times the strength modifier. So this might actually be good for my character. Counts as cold, iron, and magic for the purpose of overcoming, so that's nice. On the 2nd mythic rank, those characters become closer to demons, gaining resist electricity 20 and immunity to poisons, so that would be nice. And each one of them comes with a summon. This one you can summons a will-o'-wisp. This summons a babao. And of course, Closer to Heaven, excuse me, summons a spirit paladin. Close to Heavens. Dance Macabre is obviously the death version, summons a specter. Negative energy insight. Force reality I actually like quite a bit because it allows you to create basically a 30-foot radius greater dispel effect. And there are a lot of times where you will be affected by spells, and that would be extremely useful. And then Instrument of Freedom. Basically, we're talking about the freedom tree, I guess. And you can unleash a bolt of energy, which is a ranged touch attack. So, wouldn't necessarily be great for me, but because this is the Demon Mythic Edition, we're going to go with Close to the Abyss. And then, of course, you will have mythic abilities. A lot of them to choose from. I think I'll have to look, but I think I'm always, especially with a melee character, going to consider Dimensional Retribution is a decent one. But I think Leading Strike, every time you hit a target in melee combat, you leave a mark on it. Any ally attacking deals divine damage equal to 1d6. So that's nice. I wouldn't mind Mythic Charge, but I mean, I just got Bull's Horns. Do I really need them? So I think I'm going to go with Leading Strike. And that's Mythic. So when we do the next amazing thing, we will get another Mythic tier, and then we can do more with that. But I just wanted to show it to you at a minimum just on him. And as you can see, he's got his little horns going there. I like it. Sorta, kinda horns. All right, let's go talk to Queenie.
Commander, I'm satisfied with the troop review, but I do not expect they will be sufficient for the task. You will have to prove yourself a shrewd leader and hire the necessary troops with the provided funds.
Or just command them by fear.
I have chosen a target for your campaign, and that target is Dresden, our lost outpost within the World Wound. The Sword of Valor was kept there, a banner that was once carried by Iomedae herself. Our greatest relic was lost when the city fell. I should make one thing clear from the start. The Sword of Valor is no mere symbol, but a powerful weapon against demons. The holiness of the banner weakens them and robs them of one of their most dangerous abilities, teleportation. A forced march to Dresden awaits you. The Sword of Valor is kept somewhere within the Citadel. The demons probably think it's a hunting trophy. Its recovery is just as important as retaking the city itself. I hope the task is clear. I'm sending 2 specialists to help you, along with the soldiers. A historian, Nura Denduar, and a cleric, Soziel Bainik. One of the famous inquisitors of the Church of Iomedae also wants to talk to you. The Honorable Leota, whom everyone calls Hawkblade.
I do not wish to keep you, Commander. The matter I must discuss with you is extremely important, but it is not directly related to the Crusade. You no doubt wish to meet your new comrades and speak with Her Majesty. Therefore, I shall leave you now. But I ask that you seek me out in the camp at your earliest convenience.
Yes. Remember that word. Convenience.
Hi! Listen, it's amazing here. It's like I'm in a ballad. There's knights in shining armor, deadly dangers, glorious feats. We are going to show those demons! I'm so tired of sitting in a library reading books about history. It's time I took part in it!
Yeah, I don't trust you.
I'm glad to help our cause, Commander. If you have some time later, I'd like to speak with you further.
You'll have plenty of time to talk. You're the Knight Commander's people now, his trusted advisors and companions. Now then, will you please leave us? Irabeth, you can go too. Some actions may be deemed bold, or even extreme, and beyond those, there are some you might call the Queen's last resort. I am not a simple monarch. I am at war with the Abyss, a war which has lasted over 100 years. I cannot allow myself the luxury of caution. In you, I see a chance, and I am willing to stake everything on it.
I bet, considering you've been alive over 100 years now, the church must be spending a fortune on you, yet you just can't seem to fit the bill.
However, you cannot blame me for putting you in charge of the crusade. I only formalized what had already happened in the hearts and minds of many. People spoke of the power that descended upon you.
They just don't know me very well yet, do they?
Corruption and total destruction. Word of this feat quickly spread far beyond the borders of Mendev. There was no other person who could better fit the role of Knight Commander of the Fifth Crusade. Of course, I shall answer. That's a good question. Its walls were built by dwarf
this is the one Staunton
and the
Vane
power of the Sword of Valor protected
allowed
the
to
city.
be captured. Got
Alas,
it.
Where raging hordes failed, a single lying tongue was all they needed to succeed. The demoness
Yeah,
Imago
I've
convinced
already
a
got
young
that.
and
So
ambitious
just so you know,
crusader
Staunton
named
betrayed us
Staunton
again.
Vane. Oh really? I wasn't informed of this. After Dresden fell because of Staunton, he was nearly sentenced to death.
Oh, I bet he
deserved
did.
it. In wartime, men are hanged for far less. But you have no idea what a terrible sight it is. A raging crowd of crusaders baying for blood. Never have my fighters looked so much like the demons we are fighting.
So what you're saying is I need to have someone betray, and we need to string them up to get demon type of crusaders on my side? I like it.
I commuted Staunton's sentence and stripped him of his rank. Not just for him, but for my army and my country. We are not Hell Knights. We do not maintain discipline with public executions. I do. Justice was nowhere to be found that day. The army had become a mob, and the tribunal was a prelude to what that mob craved. Bloody carnage. I am the Queen of Mendev, and the leader of the Crusades. Justice served on my behalf cannot...
At least you know what you want.
Everyone we saw today at the parade. First among them, the Eagle Watch, who remain a powerful force thanks to Irabeth's resourcefulness. Also marching with you are several minor knightly orders, as the minor volunteer units like to be called. And finally, I have personally selected some recruits from Neurosian.
Oh, there's that word.
They have
recruits.
little in the way of battle experience, but great determination and a thirst to
Great
prove
determination.
themselves.
Well, I
I've
hope so,
always
because
thought
I'm
that an
a
army benefits from at least
run 'em
one such
ragged.
unit. These forces, as I said, are not enough for a march on
they're
Dresden. You will have to hire additional troops with the funds that have been provided to you. But for a brave commander, and I hope you are one, that is just the beginning. If you retake Dresden, recover the holy power of the
your
Sword of
flowery
Valor,
words
and
do
gain a
not
foothold
work
in the
on me.
region, then new armies will join under your banner. The Fifth Crusade is only beginning. Many battles and victories lie
You
ahead.
hope.
We have a chance now that we haven't seen in decades. But it's more than that. You created this chance for us by foiling the demon's plans in Canabris. The army
That's
who
right,
attacked
I
the
am
city
pretty
came
great.
straight from Dresden. Demon hordes from the Abyss are usually encamped there, but many of them perished on the streets of Canabris. We must attack swiftly, before they can restore their forces. When the city is free and the Sword of Valor appears before our soldiers, they won't be sending in any more reinforcements. Demons cannot teleport into an area protected by the banner of the goddess. Now you are talking like a real knight commander.
I try.
However, answering your question is not easy. To win this war, we must bar the demons' way. There are a few planar rifts leading to the abyss across the territory we call the World Wound. The best specialists we could find have tried to close them on separate occasions, with no success, as you may have guessed. The World Wound is more than just a chain of portals to the abyss. We do not understand its nature.
We'll get on
yet.
that.
The methods of rift closure known to magical science simply do not work here. However, we have a hypothesis, and a rather well-grounded one, that we must begin at the source of the problem, the place where the World Wound was opened. The main rift lies through the city of Iz, and the Threshold Fortress, deep in the former lands of Socorus. We have never managed to fight our way so far and gain a foothold to allow the mages to explore the origins of the World Wound. So, the next step, after you succeed in Dresden, is an offensive push deeper into the World Wound, with the aim of reaching Threshold. The very threshold of the Abyss. Wonderful. Just as much. Many angels fought alongside us in the First Crusade. Heaven was unable to mobilize its full might to aid us, but individual celestials volunteered to fight for our cause. Then one day, they all vanished, saying that they were setting off on an important mission. Not long after, Iomede's herald erected the first wardstone in Canobris, and then the others in cities across Mendev. Even back then, I had nagging doubts, but my faith in Iomede easily assuaged them. It is for us to serve the goddess after all, not to question her
So it's
works.
okay to imprison angels and demons in wardstones as long as it's in the best interest.
In any case,
I know how
I
you
am
guys
glad you
operate.
did not allow the demons to commit sacrilege and gain control over the wardstone in Canopris. We might have lost one of the wardstones, but the chain is still standing. Lariel. I knew him. He disappeared
I
shortly
knew
before
him.
the World Wound grew, and Dresden fell into the enemy's hands. In the chaos, we had more important concerns than investigating the fate of a single angel. Even one so righteous and beloved as Lariel. And afterward, matters took a turn for the worse. The angels left us to go on this special
Oh
mission.
yeah, that mission that got them imprisoned, right?
It is so strange to hear the names I used to hear when I was young. Like getting a message from the past. It is sad news, but it brings me back to the times when we strongly believed in our victory, and we rushed headlong toward it without fear. Could it be that such times have come
Oh,
again?
no. No. I mean, you'll see your victories, but it won't be what you want. Yeah, what are you gonna do?
Overlooking a spot of insubordination just at the moment. However, I shall answer you. I shall prepare the defenses at Nerosian and all the other border cities and plan the future of the Fifth Crusade. Does that satisfy your curiosity, Knight Commander?
Oh no, you need to be here. Even if I have to choose the good answer, you are definitely going to be here to see the horrible things that I do.
What is this I hear? A polite attempt to appeal to the conscience of an old sovereign? I don't know if you realize what you're
Oh, I
suggesting.
know what I'm suggesting.
If our enemies in the depths of the wound were to discover that I was with your army, they would immediately send their most vicious demons to attack. They
Okay.
would stop at nothing to be rid of me, and thereby sow chaos across Mendev. But you
Yes,
are right.
I am.
I shouldn't be sitting it out in the rear. I am a warrior
least you were.
queen and a queen of warriors. Yet my fighters have forgotten what I look like. Fine. I shall join the crusade.
Fine.
But on my own terms. First, I shall assemble my entourage and lead the parade out of the camp. I shall catch up with you later, along with a few hand-picked bodyguards. We'll change our armor, and I'll become a knight of a minor order and join the troops incognito.
Quote unquote, minor order.
Until we approach Dresden, no one should know I am among you. But before we storm the city, I shall show myself to the troops and join the battle. Let it be a surprise for the demons. I hope you won't complain of my company on the road, Commander, since you were the one who insisted upon it. Do you have any other questions?
No.
Splendid. Ah, yes. We have one final
One
matter
more,
to attend
huh?
to. It should be rather enjoyable.
You like to talk, Queenie.
Count.
Oh, it's
There you
Darren.
are. You received my instruction?
I did, though I did not have time to read the thing before I was dragged before your majesty. In truth, I was readying myself to depart.
No matter. I trust you will forgive your sovereign for the rather brusque summons, especially when you learn what prompted it. As you are aware, he has recently been
Yes,
appointed
I.
my Knight Commander of the Fifth Crusade. I spent a long while pondering whom to appoint to the highly sensitive post of Commander's Field Attaché and Advisor Plenipotentiary
Oh, I see where this is
with our
going.
portfolio. Congratulations, Count.
It is a great honor. I
Yeah,
suppose.
you can tell. You can tell. Yes, and I love this answer. Would have been inconsolable.
I knew you would approve, Commander. I had my doubts about whether you were ready for such a responsibility, Count, but your conduct in Kenobris has put my mind at ease. So, you will travel with the troops to Dresden.
Aw, he was just
Only
trying to
the commander may
leave.
remove you from your post, but I trust that you will dutifully fulfill his orders and make a good showing of yourself. Especially since word of your appointment, Count, will reach the court at any moment. All of Mendev's nobility will be following your successes in service to the nation, including all of your devoted admirers. I even heard that one bard with whom you are particularly friendly has already begun composing a ballad to honor your heroic participation in the crusade and your faithful service to the commander here.
Your largesse truly knows no bounds, dear cousin. I am most gratified by the honor you have shown.
It sounds like he's saying that through gritted teeth.
Then let's get going. May Ayomade help us.
Oh, poor Darren. All right. Yeah, got it. So that was the beginning of my army building. However, it was quite a bit of talking, so we are going to end the episode there. Like and subscribe for more content, and as always, I will see you in the next video.